What is going on today, guys? Stix10 here, and we are going to cover an off-meta pick in Jungle Cup today of Pokemon Go. We are going to talk about Tangrowth. Now, the Tangrowth I am running is running Vine Whip for that super fast energy generation. We've got Ancient Power for the chance of the boost, and Sludge Bomb. Now, it also has the option of running, it could run Infestation as well for a fast move, or it could run Solar Beam. Solar Beam just takes a while to charge up, and basically you have to have shields down for that strategy to work. I feel like the Ancient Power and the Sludge Bomb is the way to go in this cup. Definitely this is an off-meta pick, and you're going to lose some battles that other Pokemon might be able to win, like Venusaur versus Vigoroth. Tangrowth does not win that in most shield situations, so that is something to keep in mind. Now we're going to go ahead and jump right into battles here with Tangrowth and see how it does against some of the meta Pokemon that we are coming up against. Alright, so this first battle we've got Meganium versus Tangrowth. And this is one that Tangrowth can win, depending on shield usage. We're not going to block this because it was only a Frenzy Plant, just enough time for a Frenzy Plant. So we hit our Sludge Bomb. There you go, and we've got it down to not a whole lot there. Ancient Power is going to hit now. Does decide to use a shield. Look at that. We did get the defense and our attack rose. So that's going to mean our Tangrowth is dealing out a lot more damage. And we're going to get off this Ancient Power. And whatever comes in, if she doesn't shield this, that Scyther is going to go down. And it does, even with the shiny. Not that it actually helps anything. And we're able to get another Ancient Power off into her Vigoroth before Tangrowth finally does go down. That is a chance with Tangrowth that it could get that boost. One of the reasons you want to run it, or at least consider it. I don't think it fares well in most of the meta. It's going to beat the electric types. You can get the flyers depending on if Ancient Power hits or not, and you can get pure grass types with the Sludge Bomb. So that's kind of where we're at. Tangrowth versus Alolan Raichu here. Definitely another positive matchup for us because we're going to take resisted damage from that Raichu. You can see not very effective with that Wild Charge. And we hit a Sludge Bomb into Raichu. She does shield that up. So we're going to have to get to another move and use a shield here if we want to survive. This is a Thunder Punch that time. And we hit that Sludge Bomb again. Probably could have at this point hit Ancient Power and knocked it out. It would have been pretty close there, but we are able to get another Ancient Power off into this fortress. Let's see if she uses a shield. She does use her last shield, and our Tangrowth does go down. We bring out Noctowl, and that's going to give us a chance to really farm up some energy here. Heavy Slam, not going to do a whole lot to our Noctowl. It is going to chip away at it. We're going to use our last shield, and then we're going to hit our... we've farmed up a ton of energy for those Sky Attacks, have 2 Sky Attacks ready to go with all that energy, and we're actually going to feint down the fortress with just Heavy Slams, or just Wing Attacks. So there we go. We get another Sky Attack off, and actually another one. That's how quickly Wing Attack charges up, guys. And that's one of the reasons Noctowl is a beast, and also that it has a ton of HP. So we did win that one with Tangrowth. Here we go, Tangrowth versus Vespiquen. This is one we can win depending on shield usage. Obviously, the bug fast attack there from Vespiquen is going to hurt us a ton. So we do have to use a shield there to survive that X-Scissor, and if we can get to another Ancient Power, which we do not, we could have won that, and if I would have done better, if I would have done my energy better, I might have been able to win that, but we did end up losing that matchup. It's a close one just because of the bug bite. Anything that has a bug fast move, of course, is going to be doing super effective damage to Tangrowth. So here's Noctowl versus Noctowl. I'm going to get that going here, see what happens. Definitely we're not in a great position right now, and we do feint down that and have a Sky Attack ready to go with whatever comes in. Let's see what it is. And it's Vigoroth, so we do switch to Fortress. This isn't it's an okay matchup. Unfortunately, he still has shields, so that's going to cause an issue for us. Body Slam there, and then we're going to hit a Rock Tomb. Not going to do a ton of damage, and he shields it, so it does use his last shield. I probably should have used a shield there to help a little bit. Definitely would have helped in that matchup, and Body Slam is going to... There we go. We use our last shield. Let's see if we can feint it down. He's still got Vespiquen in the back, so we're definitely... we don't have a Sky Attack fully charged up, so that's going to be an issue, and we do lose that match. Close matches, though. So leading with Tangrowth again versus Vigoroth. We're going to hit... So this is the matchup, guys, that I'm going to tell you this is where Tangrowth falls short of Venusaur. Is if Tangrowth had Frenzy Plant, this would be totally different. But since it has Ancient Power and Sludge Bomb, or Solar Beam for its grass charge moves, it causes issues. Also, since it's not a poison type, it's not resisting the counters from Vigoroth. And so that's why it's going to lose that matchup. You can see it's very close. One shield. Very close matchup there, though. And you still lose, but you're able to farm up a little bit of energy for the next match. He was able to get a Body Slam off, though, and then brings in Heracross. We're going to hit our Rock Tomb. He's going to hit Mega Horn, which is going to do it would do some damage. Might have knocked us out there. It would have been close. And we only have Vigoroth left, so I'm trying to feint down this Heracross with my Vigoroth there. Use the last shield. He does switch out to save his Heracross, and gonna do a Body Slam into this. It's all we can really do at this point. Not looking good for us. We don't get that last Body Slam off, which would have helped us a lot. He gets a Frenzy Plant off, has quite a bit of energy saved up. And then we are going to feint down here because he gets another Frenzy Plant off. And that's where the power of Venusaur comes through and shines, really. So here we go, Fortress versus Tangrowth. This is a bad matchup again, bad lead matchup, and we don't really have anything. Our Raichu will be able to take care of this, but he brings out his Breloom. We're going to hit Brick Break. And that does actually do quite a bit. We hit another Brick Break in order to get the shield there. And we're going to use one shield ourselves and then hit another Brick Break. We're not using Wild Charge, obviously, because it would be resisted since it is a Grass-type Pokemon. And you can see we do feint down the Breloom. And Vigoroth comes out. Didn't quite get to that other Brick Break, which would have been nice for us to get. And then we're going to bring out our own Vigoroth. He's got some energy saved up, so this is actually a bad spot for us to be in. And we're going to salvo some Body Slams into him. What I should have done there is charged up energy for sure. Charged up a ton of energy and done 2 Body Slams in a row, so I could have got a little bit of that back. Used one shield against it. We don't have a good option here, so we switch into our Tangrowth to take a Heavy Slam and hit an Ancient Power against Fortress. Not enough to take out the Fortress, and we are going to feint down here to that Fortress. So you can see Tangrowth. I think it's gonna matter if your opponent knows what moveset Tangrowth has, whether they're going to continue to allow the charge moves to go through. You can see there he thought I was going to shield bait, so we do get that wild charge through, and he's going to block this brick break here more than likely to save his Vigoroth, and we're going to get almost to another one, but he gets off body slam right before we can. So a very close matchup there, though. We bring Tangrowth out to start farming up some energy. Almost have a full ancient power ready to go at this point. It's Fortress, so we are going to charge up energy, use a shield here, and then we're going to fire off a couple ancient powers back to back against this Fortress and try to get it down. You can see we get another one off there. And so that is just how quickly it can get ancient powers because of Vine Whip being such a high energy move. And then we do barely get off another one, and so that is good for us, except that his last Pokemon is Breloom, and so that is bad news, and that's GG basically. He had a shield and Breloom was in the back. There's no possible way we can win this, so GG there. Alright, next matchup we've got Noctowl versus Breloom. Positive matchup for us finally. So Breloom, and he switches to Vigoroth. The problem is we don't really have a solid answer for Vigoroth on our squad right now of 3. So that is one of the problems with using Tangrowth instead of Venusaur. Just want to show you guys the option of Tangrowth. It is kind of fun to play with the Ancient Power boost when you get it. Doesn't happen very often, obviously, 10% chance. As you can see in all of these battles, it only happened one time. I think it does change the tide of it a little bit. Ancient Power, if they're not expecting it, if they've got Bug and don't have a Bug fast move, and if they're or if they are flying types and not expecting that Ancient Power, can do quite a bit of damage and knock out your opponents. Sludge Bomb, similar situation with if you're hitting it against a grass type there. So something to keep in mind for sure. But I don't think Tangrowth is going to end up on my team. I know if you guys watch the meme team, this is kind of more of a, it's just an off meta pick. A little bit memey because of the spaghetti for hair. Like, it is the jungle envelops this mon, but you can see it's going to lose here to Sky Attack from that Noctowl. So, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, a comment. Let me know what else you guys want me to look at as far as teams go. We are going to do another meme team. Meme team strikes again, or something like that. Definitely planning to do another one of those because it was a lot of fun. I want to see if I can switch up some of my lineups, get something else in there with some of your suggestions on the last video. So leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to make more content here for the Jungle Cup. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. And as always, guys, keep on battling.